mailbox before my show because my new stickers just came. Guys, wait a minute. I got new stickers. If you've been following, you already know my buying fabric is a hobby sticker. But here's my new one. I don't know if y'all could see it. Where it says like, is it backwards? Where it's like on the spicy, oh no, it's not. I know! I literally just like, I'm like 2 minutes before my show starts. And then of course I get an email saying my stickers got delivered. So, and then I have the new buying fabric as a hobby in the different colorway. So if you purchase anything tonight, just know you'll be getting some stickers. We send out stickers though. All right, what's going on, friends? I'm running quilting cotton. We'll see how it goes. Let's see how to spend. Jen, I'm doing quilting cotton tonight. Hey, Kelker. Yeah, I'm doing quilting cotton tonight. I'm starting to run that estate sale stuff. We'll see how it goes because there's some big shows on tonight. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see. All right. Exactly, Jen, for sure. Juanita. All right, so let's do a field trip through these stacks here. I don't know who's in. Let's see. Hold on. Let me tag Vicky. Vicky's shopping again. Vicky's shopping again. She is hilarious for one, but she was messaging me like, "Oh, I'm so excited for your show," and I said, "Say less, Vicky. You come on over whenever." All right, friends. Here we go. Let's go through our stack. FL Bender, hey. We're going to go on a field trip through our stack. I'm doing quilting cottons today. Our theme is on the farm. So I've got like farm-esque type things, some produce type things, chickens for sure. I've got fruits. I've got some more fruits, some veggies, some more chickens. Definitely lots of chickens. There's definitely some Mary Englebright in here. So yeah, this is kind of the vibe for today. And then there is some like, I don't know, this is kind of some type of woven. I don't know if I'd call it homespun, but that's definitely some woven. So check out my show notes. Shipping is $7.75 or something like that. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with all of the new shipping stuff. I don't normally run quilting cotton, but I'm gonna run this like I run my fabric shows where y'all see me, because like looking at my desk thing, it's just not my vibe. So here we go. Karen going so. Hey Karen, welcome in. I'm JJ. Discus Dale. All right, we want some chickens. Is that what we're looking for? Let me move my stack here so that I have everything handy. We'll go through the on the farm stuff, and then we'll look at the produce kind of things. I do have some dogs, some cats. I got all kinds of stuff. And then I do have, so a lot of this is out of print, vintage. The lady that I'm doing this estate buyout from, hey, lots of pretty, welcome in. The lady that I'm doing this estate buyout from was a huge collector. So she bought like everything in the line. So like this, for example, like this is like the panel the border pieces, like everything that was in like a line, she bought all of it. All of it. All of it. So if there's one color of it, I probably have multiples. So I'm gonna measure as we go. We're just gonna hang out. If you're looking for fruits, veggies, garden type things, I got you. I got you, friends. I'm gonna turn you guys a little bit so we can see my stack here, because I'm gonna measure as we go. I'll show you what I've got. And then let's start with chickens. Chickens? Everybody in for chickens? I'm not a chicken person. Well, okay. I love chickens, don't get me wrong. I love chickens. Have I ever had chickens? No. No. Hey, Vicky, there you are. So this is 20 by, we're going to go with 20 by 36. I don't know. So we got a half yard. So I'm going to, what do you guys think? Run the whole piece, or do you want to go by like the quarter? Run the whole piece? What do we think? Because this is a half a yard. Whole piece. You got it. Whole piece. Ooh. All right. Say less, friends. All right. Here's our first piece. We have half a yard. Half a yard of these chickens and eggs. I just noticed, I don't know, something about chickens cracks me up, man. Okay, this is our first print. We got half a yard. Half a yard of this is, wait, hold on. This 30 seconds isn't going to get me today. Not today, friends. All right. Where'd it go? Half yard. Half yard running. Oh, wait. Did I run it? Am I aggressive with my time? All right, hold on. All right, half a yard running. Half yard running of the chickens. This is half a yard by like 37, 38 or whatever. I'm going to set it here just in case you're popping in and you want to see some more. All right, here's our next one. We've got chickens, roosters, cows, and all the things. I think we've got 19 by, anybody know the true measurements of, no, that's a half a yard. Okay, here's another half. I was like, what's the measurements of a fat quarter? Anybody know that off the top of your head? Like the true measurements of a fat quarter? I feel like I always get a fat quarter wrong, guys. I'm not, so you're just gonna be getting, all right, there's a half a yard of this print running. Half a yard. 1/3. Oh, that makes sense. All right. Let's see what else we got. I have a larger cut of that. We have it in red. Here's the red. Jen, you don't quilt? I think this is another half. Another half here. No. Here's a half of the red farm animals running. Half a yard of the red farm animals running. Yes, Mel, all of this is quilting cotton. Normally I run apparel fabric and knits, so me running quilting cotton is a little, I feel like the matrix is broken. But I'm doing a huge estate buyout, and hold on, I'm gonna run this again. But yes, it is all quilting cotton. I always forget that I can hit the next button. All right. Ooh, this next one's so cute. Look at this one. The cows with the logging stripe. All right, let's see what we got. Another half. Another half yard. So 18 and some 18 at the width, but it's more than 22. So we got a half yard running of the cows on this, like, I know, look at it. I got some don't you worry, friend. I got some larger prints. I'm just rolling through what I have stacked. We're still wanting some chickens. This one's so stinking cute. Am I upside down? Oh, I'm upside down. Look at this one. So like with the little tags for the veggies and things like that, this one's so stinking cute. This has, oh, we can run this as a scrap because it has, all right, here is this one. I'm going to run it as a scrap. This one is 20, and the usable chunk here is 20 by 36. Just shy of 46. 30 by 46 is this big old piece here, and then like this strip. So I'm going to run it as a random, and if anybody wants it, you can have it for $2. How's everybody? Any other sellers in here? How are we doing with the shipping that changed today? How are we doing? Anybody anybody got a plan? Because I sure don't. I sure don't. All right, $2 for this piece if you want it. This one's so stinking cute. Yes, apron in the future? Absolutely. Great grab, Jen. Cindy R. Shops, welcome in. I know, I love this one. I forgot it's total. Hold on, let me get it total. Hey, Donna, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't worry, I have larger prints too. Oh, this looks like, do y'all want me to read out any info on the selvage? I feel like I'm I'm not used to quilting cotton rules. What's the quilting cotton rules? All right, here's half a yard. This is Joan Kessler. Joan Kessler with this cute, super cute, oh, hold on. There we go. Like super cute garden print. Again, this is half a yard. Joan Kessler. I love Kessler. All right, that's running now in this navy blue with these super cute little prints, like gardening vibe. Okay. And I have it in another color because the lady that I'm doing this estate buyout from had it in every, like if she liked a print, she bought it in every color, which I totally get that because same. All right, here's another Kessler. This is a yard. Yes, Nicolette, everything I'm running today is quilting cotton. So here is a yard of Joan Kessler. Thank you, Nicolette. I also appreciate you popping in, friend. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I know it's not my usual. So, babe, what's up, friend? I'm running quilting cotton. I'm running quilting cotton. All right, here is 1 yard running. 1 yard, Joan Kessler of this super cute. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. That came pretty quick, I feel like. Hey, how's it going? I know, that came pretty quick. I think I'm gonna, like, while I'm running the quilting cottons, I think that I'm gonna put some of my knits in my, like, buy it now. I don't really know how that works. I've just been, like, randomly throwing things in the buy it now just to, like, see what sticks. Knits? Oh, this is a small piece. This is like a legit quarter. Like, it's not a fat quarter. It's a legit just 1/4. Again, I think this is Joan Kessler because this is the same exact print, just in the, like, this white. or cream-ish color. So I'm going to run it like it's a fat quarter, but it's a true quarter of a yard. That's running now. If anybody would like this one with the garden stuff, so stinking cute. Nicolette, did you see the other colors that I had, or you just got in on some of this? Hey, EDB. Okay. EDB, those shorts that you put in the Facebook were so stinking cute. For anybody that's popping in and joining, I have a Facebook group that I started. If you find me on Facebook at Buckhorn Supply Co., you can find like my Facebook group to share anything that you make. Literally anything. It doesn't have to be fabric that you get from me. I just want to see what it is that you make. Also, friends that are just popping in, look, my new stickers finally came. Look, so there's that one, and then like, if you've bought from me, you have my OG blue colorway. Here's the new colorway. And like this pastel-ish vibe. So. Oh, I'm doing a, oh, you're doing, oh, cute. Like a Ren Fair? Jen, is that what you're doing, is like Ren Fair? All right, here's another quarter. This one is like white. This is another Joan Kessler. Another Joan Kessler. I'm going to run it like a fat quarter, but it is a true quarter of a yard. Cute. Here is a true white. Again, Joan Kessler in the garden. Heather the Feather, welcome in, Heather. Ooh, this one's cute. I love this one. This one is Fabric Traditions. Look at this. 1994. I'm 3 years older than this fabric. Can you run the blue? Yeah, Nicolette, absolutely. The blue is a half, I believe. I know, I love the gardening. The blue is a half. Technically, it's vintage now. Yes. Technically, I'm vintage now, allegedly. Rude. All right. There's that, Nicolette. The blue. I'm also antique. Yeah, exactly. That's hilarious. I know, being 3 years older than this fabric is wild. I do have some fabric that's older. I'm making garden logbooks. Oh, Nicolette, that's cute. Okay, then a lot of things that I'm going to have tonight are going to be spot on because, like, so this is another half. Here is a half. This is Fabric Traditions. And this is, again, 1994 copyright. I'm going to tell you, it's most certainly out of print or like OG at least. OG at least. All right, half a yard is running. Half a yard running now. This one's so stinking cute. I love the veggies that, like, I know, it's OG for sure. Trust me, I'm gonna start reading out some of these salvages for you guys because some of them will like, excuse me, yeah, my shipping is capped at $7.75. So if it's 1 to 5 pounds, if you check out my show notes, if it's 1 to 5 pounds, then it is coming ground advantage. If it's more than 5 pounds, it is coming via flat rate shipping, and I'm just covering the cost difference. So $5 in free shipping if you get to that point. But let's be so for real. 5 pounds of fabric, doable. Ooh, this one's cute with the jams and jellies. Jams and jellies on like the little gingham. Okay, who's this? What do we got? Oh my God, this is. All right, this is Sharon Kessler, not Joan Kessler. Sharon. Yep, Sharon. 1993. $19.93 on the salvage. Sharon, is Sharon Joan Kessler's like mom? Who is that? I know Joan Kessler. I surely don't know who Sharon is. But if you want some of Sharon Kessler's fabric, anybody know? Please tell me. Give me the lore on Sharon versus Joan Kessler. All right, here's 1 yard. 1 yard running. 1 yard. Hey, Lucky 7. Hey, Lucky 7, welcome in. Your name is new to me. Thank you so much for your first purchase, Lucky. Hey, there's Cowboy Bill. Bill, I'm running some, well, not Western. I'm running Western in a couple days. But I'm running some, like, farm-esque type stuff, Bill. How's it going, Bill? All right, Lucky, here's the same print. Same print on a, like a brown or like tan-ish gingham. This one's pretty cute. This one looks washed for sure. Again, all of this is from a super awesome estate sale, or not estate sale, but estate that I'm doing a whole buyout of. And this lady, if she liked the print, she bought it in every single color. So here is, it looks like a yard and some change. Like, and by change, I literally mean like, I don't know, a couple inches. So 1 yard running now. 1 yard running. This one's so cute. 1 yard running. Great grab, Lucky. Lucky, if you're new to my show, I usually don't do any type of buyer's giveies or anything like that. I just throw some free stuff in your box. Anybody that's bought from me knows I kind of just throw some random free stuff in there. So, just as a heads up. Let's see. Oh, we got a Cranston. This is an older Cranston. 1991. 1991. This fabric is as old as I am. This is a Cranston. This is a Cranston with the super cute little, uh-oh, my baby's at the door hollering. 1 yard. 1 yard on this green. Uh-oh, where's the daddy? All right, here's 1 yard running of this Cranston. Hold on, I might have to grab my little. I don't know if you can hear her, but she sure isn't happy at the door. Oh, I think Daddy got her. All right, just kidding. Daddy got her. The daddy got her. All right, chickens. Look at these little chickens. This one's like a super tiny print. I have like a super small cut of it, and then this one. So we'll see how much this one is. I think we got a yard. This is Antique Conversationals by RJR. No date on it. No date on it. I know, what's wrong, Tootie Ootie? It's so funny. We were out and about today, and she like didn't holler once. But when the moment we get home, the baby wants to holler a ton. All right, we got 1 yard. This is like a off-white kind of cream-ish tone. I hope that's coming across. That it's not like stark white. There we go. That's a bit better. You can see it a bit better when it's up against me. All right, that's running now. 1 yard. The tiny, cutest little chickens. Emma Norton, welcome in. That's a new name to me. Duck Lane Cottage. Hey, Duck Lane Cottage. I know, I got lots of chickens. I totally get it, Jen. I totally get it. I do have a smaller piece. I have a smaller piece. I think this is like a real small piece. Hey, Lala. Who's on and selling right now? Y'all know I get FOMO of like not watching shows. Here is 17 by 22. 17 by 22 on this one. So if you want just like a tiny little, oh, thank you, Jen. So if you want just a tiny little chunk, just a tiny little something, that's running now. If you want just a little tiny something. M. Norton, hey. My friend just asked for an egg apron. Nicolette, I have just like a little straight up, hey, Cat Matt, what's up, friend? I'm running straight up cotton. I do have scrap bags. Maybe when I'm done with the like farm stuff, we'll do some scrap bags because I have some random little tidbits of scraps and things like that. Hold on, wait. I know I have just straight up eggs. I got straight up eggs somewhere in this. Okay, look. Okay, these are some of my favorite. There's a handful of these like tiny town ones in here. Here's another like smaller piece. Are we calling this a fat quarter? I don't think this is a fat, well, I don't know. All right, this is 20 by 22. Is this what we're calling a fat quarter? 20 by 22. Is this what y'all are calling a fat quarter? Fat quarter it is? Okay. I was like, me and my apparel fabric brain that cannot see past a whole yard. Fat quarters, I cannot do the math on it for my life. Yeah. So if you're new here, I usually run apparel fabric. But here we are. All right, here's a fat quarter running of this super cute, like tiny little farm town. Let me tell you what it, Country Fair by Hoffman. Nicolette likes it. Great grab, Nicolette. All right. Oh, this is a little tiny, this is a tiny tidbit of some cows. We're a little more on the vintage because like it's a little bit thinner than regular, like you can see the sheerness, right? Y'all can see the light behind it. Okay. This is so stinking cute though. Look at these cows. And it's like, is that like a paisley print? There's one laying down. What a heifer. All right, sorry. I digress. If you know, you know. I don't have to burn anything, guys. That's the only sad part about doing quilting cotton. I'm making a sticker. I'm making another sticker that is literally a raccoon with a lighter. Okay, just, and it's gonna say, when in doubt, burn it. Okay, so 28 by 17. 28 by 17 on this super cute little heifers. 28 by 17 on the heifers. I'm going to go with a random on this one because wait, hold on. Yeah, I don't know. It's got some cuts. We're just going to call it random, okay? Because anytime I'm unsure of the size, it's just going random. So this is running. $2 if you want some little sleepy cows. Some heifers. Some heifers. I know. Jen, I'm making a raccoon. Like, I'm making a raccoon. It's gonna have a bandana, and it's gonna hold a lighter that's got a flame. And it's gonna say, when in doubt, burn it. When in doubt. Look at this. A little Charlotte's Web action going on here. Little Charlotte's Web. And then I have straight up pigs. Just straight up pigs after. All right, this has some little tidbits cut out of the bottom. Some little tidbits cut. I know, this is very 4-H. So this is 19 by 27. So it's a half yard, but since it's got some cuts at the bottom, we'll just call it a fat quarter, and you just get the rest for funsies because that's how we do it over here. Look at, I feel like Aaron, look at here. With the cat and the geese and the goat and the pigs. Okay. If you want it, you can have it. Running at a fat quarter price of $3. If you want some farm animals. Oh, there's a bunny. Hey, for me, welcome in. All right. Aspen Farmer Aspen Farmer. Look, there's a Shetland pony. Any bunny con? I don't think I have any bunnies. I haven't gotten the Easter stuff yet. That's next week. I'm picking up Easter. Because I'm still picking up rounds and rounds of fabric. I'll probably have like 3 more, 4 more rounds of fabric. I'm not even going to lie. All right. Straight up. Oh, guys, I need your help. Pick my brain. There was not Charlotte's Web. Not Charlotte's Web. There was a movie, Wilbur. Is that Charlotte's Web? There was a movie about a little pig. Babe! Thanks, Jen. All right, here's how for you. I was like, it's not Charlotte's Web. It was a whole ass movie about Animal Farm. It was a whole movie about one little pig, and his name was Babe. Yeah, you got that. You got it. All right, here's half a yard running. Half a yard. If anybody wants Babe the pig. It's like a pink and beige color. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, here's some more chickens. This one's tiny. Oh my gosh, these little tiny chickens. Sheep. Oh, I wanted to watch Sheep Detectives, but I tell you what, if I try to watch a movie ever, these children of mine never would let me. All right, this is Antique Conversationals by RJR. Antique Conversationals by RJR. We're let's see. I think we're at a fat quarter. We're at 18 by 22. 18 by 22 with these tiny little roosters and chicks. 18 by 22. This is giving some vintage vibes. I'm not going to lie. The way this feels. So fat quarter running. Fat quarter with little chickies. I don't know, Jen. My daughter is like straight up dragons. She likes dragons and she likes Pokemon. My toddler. She loves Pokemon. I'm like literally sing the Pokemon theme song to you, and I'm like, nerd. Nerd. But we love it, like the good kind. Yeah? All right, here is a straight up quarter. Sharon Kessler versus Joan Kessler. You got that wiki? You got that wiki pulled up? I think we're at a quarter. So I do have this in like a large chunk. So if anybody wants this in a large chunk, this is Fabric Traditions 1992. 1992. Yes, M. Norton, I sure do. My max shipping is at $7.75. I think is what my max shipping is. $7.75. And if it's over 5 pounds, I cover the cost of the difference. If it's over 5 pounds. Oh, Woody costume? Oh my gosh, stop. That'd be so stinking cute. All right, this is an actual quarter. It does have here's my call out for it. It's like this tiny little chunk out of the corner. Otherwise, here you go, a quarter. 1/4 of a yard. $3. If anybody wants this smaller piece here, like I said, I do have it in a larger chunk that I'll measure out. Oh, Jessie, cute. Stop. All right, here's some more chicks. This one has words. Did the other one have words? This one says, here, chick, chick. Here, chick, chick. I don't know why. I just had to make the sound. That. Here, chick, chick. All right, copyright. This is the same that I ran earlier, I believe. This is half a yard. Half a yard of little here, chick, chicks. Here, chick, chick, in the red. Half a yard, little here. Oh, my Lantis. Hold on, let me flip it. Here, chick. Oh, and just disregard. No, either way. It's just not. All right, half a yard running. I do have max shipping. Half a yard of the chickies. An egg. Oh my gosh, an egg collecting apron would be so cute. I think she's making little garden covers. That's so stinking cute. I do have straight up eggs somewhere, I think. There's some cute stuff, guys. I'm not even gonna, like, I'm just getting to some of the larger stuff. All right, 1993. I think this is another Fabric Traditions, another half yard. This is just straight up roosters and checker print. Another half a yard. This is running now, half a yard running of the rooster checker print. This one's so stinking cute. Look at that. Again, I am not a chicken person. I don't have a chicken. I will never have a chicken. Don't ever plan on having one. But Denise, I got plenty, man. I got your girl got plenty chicken fabric. Look at this one. This one's like just straight up chicken. Nicolette's like, I didn't bail out. I just I bailed jump, dude. All right. Here's this little chicken feed. I don't know what's going on here. We're just straight up in a square, okay? So here we go. If you want a square of chicken feet, this is 18 by 21. So what are we calling that? We're calling that what's it called? A fat quarter? Fat quarter of, like, is this chicken feet? Is this what we're calling this? Is this chicken feet? Be so for real with me right now. Is this chicken feet? All right. If you want sticks or chicken feet, I don't know. Whatever. Here you go. If you're interested, it might be chicken feet. No, you don't say. Y'all right down for the chicken feet? Twigs? Girl, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine because we're stray. We're looking stray. Okay. Oh, here's a cow that's jumping over the moon. And it literally says cow jumped over the moon. It has the same text as the chicken ones, the RJR chicken ones, or Fabric Traditions, I'm sorry. Fabric Traditions, literal cow jumping over the moon, and it says cow jumped over the moon. We're at a straight up quarter of a yard. Not a fat quarter, just like a full on quarter of a yard. Cow jumping over the moon in this like super cute, like slate-ish blue. I'm gonna run it like a fat quarter, but it's a whole quarter of a yard. With the cow jumping over the moon. He was a CO. That's hilarious. Okay. Oh. All right. I got some larger prints I'm about to. What is this? Country Fair by Hoffman. Country Fair by Hoffman. Let's see what's in the selvage. This one's got some bunnies. This one's got some bunnies. Country Fair by Hoffman. Where are we at? I think we're at a yard. Look at this one. With the cows and the straight up. Some of them are upside down mode, but all right, we got a yard. 1 yard. Oh, that's a whole big old horse. Look at that horse, Clydesdale. 1 whole yard. That is running now. If anybody wants a yard, that horse is thick, with a CK. Thick. Great God, Jen. Ooh, the next one. So cute. Look at this one. Hollytex. Hollytex screen print. It looks like I don't know. It doesn't say Hoffman. It just says Hollytex screen print. Looks like in Apple Farm. Hold on, let me flip it. I don't know. It's kind of all kinds of directions. But it's like a house, a tree, some apples, some flowers. It's almost cheater quilts, kind of. And I am doing a cheater quilt show on Monday. But here is a yard of this. This is so cute. Very farm. This is very on the farm. All right, here we go. 1 yard running. 1 yard. Little farm life thing going on here. She is funny, Nicolette. She is. Jen cracks me up. I sucked her into this whatnot world, I think. All right, here's a Hoffman. This one's so stinking cute. I love this one. The apron this would make, friends. Friends. Look at it. Hold on. This is more than a yard. I think this is 2. All right. I'm going to run 2 separate yards of this. 2 separate yards. Oh, hold on. I'm upside down. Of this, like, super cute, because I have 2 yards. So I'm going to run 1 yard each of these. Look at them. Again, this is another kind of cheater quilt-ish kind of vibe. This one makes such a cute apron. Such a cute apron. All right. Here's 1 yard running. If anybody wants 1 yard of this one, I have 2 yards of it. 2 yards of this one. Okay. Here is another garden-esque type print. I think this is, I don't know where my salvage is. Half a yard. Half a yard of garden prints. It's kind of an off-white. It's not like stark white. It's more like off-white of this garden print. Half yard running now. Half yard running of the little garden tools. If you're down for that. Okay. Here is, I think this is meant to match that other one, but it's like a just white and green. It looks black, but it's green, like a hunter green. So it's like a garden scene. Here's 1 yard. Am I upside down? 1 yard. 1 yard of the garden scene. Hi, Robin. Welcome in. What? Het be some fabric markers after that? Oh, this would be so cute if you colored it with fabric markers, if that's what you're saying, Beth. Here's a yard. 1 yard running of this super cute. I like this one. I do agree, Beth. Some fabric markers taken to that would be so cute. This and the other one. Yes, the coloring pages. This is, I think, it says cute as a button is what this is supposed to be. Cute as a button. It doesn't say who the maker is. It's very Debbie Mom. Kind of very Debbie Mom looking. Doesn't say who the maker is on the selvage. It just says cute as. So here is this half yard running. Half yard, little, oh my gosh, little persons and the cat. Stop. Okay. Oh, this one has some gilding in it. This one and the next one. This is a Hoffman, and it looks like it's supposed to be like a, I don't know, it's kind of cheater quilt vibe here actually. But it's got a gate at the bottom. I know. And then the next one is like watering cans. So it has the gate at the bottom and then like, so the gold gilding in it. I hope you can see that, but this one's super cute. Hoffman at a yard. At a yard. 1 yard running now. There's 1 yard running. All right, I'm going to run a half of it in case anybody wants a half. There's a half yard. I don't know if that's a normal thing. It's just something that I've seen in like quilt shop stuff. Where like if they don't do the half, Or if they don't do a full, they do the half, and then if they don't do a half, they do a quarter. I don't know if that's the thing. If it is, or if it's not, y'all know. I'm an apparel fabric girly. All right, here is a yard. This is another Hoffman. Another Hoffman with the gold gilding. This one has these super cute watering cans. Hi, Cole Mama. Welcome in. Super cute watering cans. This is a Hoffman with 1 yard. 1 yard. There's 1 yard running of the Hoffman. That one's so good with the little gold gilding. All right, y'all want some fruits? Let's move from the garden stuff for a minute. See what we got in the fruits. You had to what, Nicolette? Here's another Robert Kaufman. Robert Kaufman with the strawberries. This one's so stinking cute. Happy Yard. Here is... Uh-oh. Oh, the animal. Here is half a yard of little strawberries. This one's so cute. Half a yard's running. If anybody wants some little cutie strawberries. Okay. Hey, Carrie. Here is a larger print. So this one has like the berries kind of like in a tag. This is High Fashion Fabrics. High Fashion Fabrics. There's a yard of this. Carrie, I'm running quilting cotton. It always feels so weird when I'm running quilting cotton. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm running like on the farm type stuff. So I have like a bunch of animals, berries, fruit, vegetables, some animals and things. And you're just getting a steal. Like you're just getting steals of deals because that's how it goes. Hey, the Story Cloth, welcome in. I'm currently running berries, fruits, and those kinds of things. I'm about to run some cutie cherries. Here's some cherries. This is a little smaller thing. Carrie. Burn Nut. I don't know who Ellen is, but Ellen, come on in. Have some deals, friend. Have some deals. Have some deals. Here is 22 by 19. So we got a fat quarter of these cherries on gingham. Cherries on well, whatever you want, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, we're calling this a fat quarter. A fat quarter. All right, that's running. If you want some cherries, well, so stinking cute. Caller? I know. I'll want some bigger chunks. I know I've got some big chunks of stuff. Like I have a big chunk of blackberries, watermelon, things like that. The watermelon one's so cute. I know I say that about everything else. So, all right, here is, looks like pears, apples and pears. This is a big old piece. This is High Fashion Fabrics. This is a way big chunk. Hold on, let me get it for you. Let me get it for you. I think we're at 2 yards. All right, so there's 2 yards by, this is pretty wide at the width, by the way. 36 plus 42. Exactly. Girl math. Just like the cash in my wallet's free 99. Free 99. All right, 2 yards. We got 2 yards. Hey, Izzers. 2 yards of these pears and apples. 2 yards. We'll run a yard at a time. Here's the first yard running. First yard's up and running. Oh, Jen, I didn't see your thing. We'll just run one at a time so that I have 2 stickers to remind me. I had to do that with what's it called? With the with the knits because I was losing track. Here's that second yard. So here's a yard of this one running. And those will be consecutive, Jen. Here's a yard of this one running. Great grab. Welcome in, Iron Willow Trading Co. What do you sell? Trading Co. What do you sell? If you're a seller in here, please let us know what you sell. I'm always down, and anybody that's here will tell you I get like the biggest FOMO for not being able to watch other shows. All right, here's another cutie strawberries. I think we're at a half. We're at half a yard with a larger print of strawberries. Half a yard with the larger print strawberries. This one's running now. Here's half a yard running of the strawberries. Hello, 101, welcome in. Your name's new to me. Thank you so much for your first purchase. Just so you know, I don't do any buyers giveaways or anything like that, or any followers giveaways. Anybody that buys anything from me, I just throw a bunch of free stuff in. You usually get a sticker, and lately I've been sending zippers and all things. Yeah, all the things. Oh, anybody want some bananas? These are so cute. Oh my god. What's the cartoon that had like the little 2 bananas? What's that cartoon? Anybody remember with the bananas? This doesn't have anything on the selvage to tell me who it's from. Here's half a yard. Yeah, the bananas in pajamas. Oh my gosh, thank you. This is so stinking cute. All right, half a yard. Half a yard of bananas not in pajamas, but you put them in pajamas. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Denise and I are in a handmade raid train. I have no idea what it is that I'm about to be making for a handmade raid train. But I gotta add it to my show list because I do in fact sew. If y'all are just thinking that all I do is sell fabric, I do in fact sew. All right, this is Country Market by Hoffman. Looks like some cherries. Some cherries on white. I think we got half a yard here. Half a yard, cherries on white. Half a yard running for ya. Half a yard of the cherries. Unladylike Lounge. What's up, friend? Girl, I was going to send you a design I drew for you for your box of your boobs. Box of old buttons. It pretty much says, hey, look at my boobs. Like whatever that your tagline is that you had. I drew it because it was funny. And I was like, you know what? Say less. I'll put that on a shirt. I'd put that on a shirt and wear it. I mean, I will. All right, here is a yard of these berries. There's some purple berries in there and some red. Either way, they're strawberries. 1 yard of the berries running. 1 yard of the berries running. Did you have a show tonight? Unladylike, did you have a show tonight? You and Granny Square night off for shopping. That's the way, friend. That's the way. You and Granny Square always crack me up. Her and her little picture that she has of her fabric that she's selling with like the lady smoking. I died when I popped into her show the other night. Soda Pop Shop, welcome in. Yeah, I'm not here for a long time, just for a good one, friends. Just for a good one. I told everybody I'm making I'm making a sticker. Couture, hey, Couture. All right, this is 1 yard and an eighth. This is 1 yard and an eighth of like random berries. 1 yard and an eighth. I'm running it for one. You just get you get the other eighth for funsies. All right. Here's 1 yard running. Hey, Jack. 1 yard and an eighth running of the big old berries. Oh, I sure do. Hey, Holly. Welcome in. An eighth of an inch makes a big difference, babes. A big difference. Yes, EDB, it sure is. Because the way that I'm like, here, a yard will cover one nipple. I can't make a top out of a yard. I don't know what I'm doing. And then a quarter yard, I'm like, as you can see, I'm trying to drape everything like a top. I'm just over here like, oh God. Because a yard would never. Cotton, exactly. Cotton doesn't drape. I'm over here like, here, just look at how it drapes. All right. Y'all already know. If you're new to my show, I'm forever in the weeds. Forever. Okay? That'll be another sticker. All right, this is a Holly Tex 1 yard of some apples. 1 yard of apples on a black background. 1 yard running now. Yeah, and then EDB, I started cutting up some of the knits that I'm just gonna have in my buy it now. But I was talking to my friend Jocelyn, who helps me cut fabric, and she helps me prep stuff. I was like, but I don't get to show everybody the drape. Like, I just want to show you guys the drape of the fabric, you know? Anyhow, so there's that. Great grab, Jen. All right. Oh, I think this is a woven. No. Marcus Brothers Textile. Nicolette, I'm cutting fabric into, I need a friend. I know, I have a friend who comes, she brings her baby over, and our girls just like all wreck shop in my garage. Like my husband came home one day and he was like, what happened out here? Because there was just like rocks and just shit everywhere. And we were like, this is what we need to do. We just need to let the girls just fight each other in the yard like a tiny human, what's it called? Fight club. All right, here's 1 yard. 1 yard of this one with the berries. 1 yard of this one with the berries. Yeah, especially with those rolls. Man, those rolls. I fight for my life every single time, but I do it for y'all. Here's 1 yard. 1 yard run-in. EDB, you're in South Texas? No way. We've been trying to get to Houston forever and a day. Forever and a day. Can you use... I know. This one is apron fabric for sure. I know. We've been trying. Juanita, my phone died. Girl. Same. Except it was my brain. Okay. Either way. Either way. All right. Where am I at? How we doing? All right. Here's a tiny little Mormon village. I don't know what this is. There's a yard of it, I think. 1993. Fabric Traditions, 1993. I am Stepford Wives. I am 2 years older than this fabric. 1 yard. Oh, hold on. There's a cutout. My bad. There's a cutout. Y'all see it? I'm going to run it as a half. You're getting half. Here's a half running. Half a yard. It does have a cutout. Oh, my bad. This way. There we go. Unladylike. What's up? I'm going to send you my new stickers. I don't know, dude. There's some real Amish looking stuff in here. Hold on, wait. Let me find the little Amish family. Wait, I gotta pause. Hold on. This is the same one except like on a bigger scale. Okay. Here's some Hutterites if I ever saw one. And if you know what a Hutterite is, you know. Here's another Country Fair by Hoffman with these little Hutterites. 1 yard. Look at it. Look at it. You know they all got the same name. Whoever lives here, they all got the same name, and it's probably Jebediah. I'm telling you, man, Hutterite is a real religion. It's like Amish people with phones. 1 yard, one 1 yard. Please tell me somebody else knows what a Hutterite is. Hey, what's up? Oh my God. So boy, don't you even with your freaking name, man. I'm dead. All right, here's 1 yard of the Hutterites. Like Mennonites, yes. Hutterites. Everybody's name is Jebediah. A friend made me do it. You lost the bet? You lost the bet there, friend? What am I doing with my life? All right. Hold on. Now I can't change it until I get this Gibeon. That's like something that that's something that happens at a all right, for funsies, Swinging Peckers. Is that Peppers or Peckers? Can't see. Sorry, the font's really small. I think it's Swinging Peppers. Swinging Peppers. All right, here we go. Cranston. Cranston with the tinies. Look how tiny these are. Look how tiny. Oh, you didn't know you were going to be over here with the Hutterites? All right, we got this in a blue, and I got it in a brown. So this is like a slate blue with the tinies. 1 yard. Okay, well, so boy, because that's what I'm a hootie. Focus, so boy. I'm calling you so boy. Don't even. I already messed it up the first time when it was supposed to be Southwest Virginia or wherever. So boy. So boy. So boy. At least he's not. Yeah, at least you're not sewing peckers. Cause yeah, sewing peckers? What? Excuse me? All right, here's that same one. That would be, I mean, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I worked in urology once, and the weird stuff people did. Where's Lisa at? Lisa will tell you. She was a urology nurse. She was probably counting cats. Counting her cats. All right, here is a yard of this one. So I ran it in the blue. Here is the beige. 1 yard of the beige running. 1 yard. What? What turning to? Girl. Denise, you got red box. Denise said, what do we shove up our pee holes today, friends? That's so funny. So funny. Denise got red box. Talking about peckers. All right, here is This one's 1992. 1992 with these little, with like these little cheater quilt stuff, little prints here, little sawtooth star with your lamb and your heifers. How could you not? Here's half a yard. If you want a half a yard of this, look, if y'all just came just to hang out in the chat, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm down for anybody that just wants to hang out and watch. If you just want to hang out and you just want to BS, you don't have to buy a single nothing from me. We're operating off vibes and I'd like to say hopes and dreams, but those got killed forever ago. Peaches. Millions of peaches. Peaches for free. Peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man. Y'all remember that song? In a factory downtown. Nobody came here for that, but hey, Sandra! Everybody loves that song. So when I went to high school, I went to Bainbridge Island, and that's like the song that they used for like the morning newsletter video that would come up. Yeah, peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man. All right, here's a little over half a yard. Fabric Traditions, some bakeware for you. Sandra, what have you been up to, friend? Half a yard. Sandra, I'm running Quilting Cotton and it feels illegal. It feels illegal. I'm like, what am I? Like, this is not stretchy and it's silky. Or here's a half a yard, $5 if you want it. Do the Hooterites. Hooterites. Look at the little tea kettle. No way. Oh, it's Seafair weekend, isn't it? Isn't it Seafair weekend, Sandra? How fun. I know. These ones are so cute. Also, Sandra, Sean's going to Thailand for work. And I'm like, there is an entire fabric district there, sir. You were going to go and get me everybody's WhatsApp phone number. Everybody. Let me source some fabric, okay? Just, you go and you get phone. I'm going to come up with a what's not. I know. He's going there for work. And I'm like, this is work, sir. Yes, respectfully, you're gonna go find us. Yeah, his name's Sean. Sean, and he's gonna go source us some fabric from Thailand. Watch him take a wrong turn, and then he's gonna end up in one of those districts. He's gonna end up in the spicy side. All right, here's this one. Here's this one. I don't know what this is. It's just got like a little tiny thing of, I know. He's about to put his work to work. I know, right? For real. And I'm also like, when in Thailand. All right, here is this one. This one's like these little tiny, this is very Debbie Mom to me. Very Debbie Mom with like the little, look at the frog. So cute. Half a yard, running for you now. Also, I'm so sorry if you're new to my show and you're like, what is going on? Yeah, we're all on the same page. We're all asking ourselves that. Usually I burn fabric in my shows, but we all know this is Quilting Cotton. Cole Mama, welcome in. Thank you so much for your first purchase, Cole Mama. Welcome. I need something to go with my naughty village. Girls, say less. Say less. You want some just eggs? I got more little village things. I got a gaggle of them. Like, I don't know if this is just like a whole line. We are sweet. I know. Here's Timeless Treasures. Oh, look, you just want some eggs? Where's Jen at? Jen, you just, wait, no, it's Nicolette. Nicolette with the egg apron. Look, this just, okay, first of all, Tor Geraldine, that's my name too. Everybody knows me as JJ. But the, like, government name, Geraldine. Sure is. My government name. And then also, tell me why McDonald's always messes up my name. Like, I have a rewards thing with you. And, like, somebody called me Gwendolyn today, and I was like, do I need, like, little dashes so you can, like, sound it out? All right, sorry. I'm getting distracted. I'm in the weeds. We're already in the weeds. Sorry. Fabric, high fashion fabrics. Is there a year to this? Timeless treasures for high fashion. I don't know if I would call these youngsters. I know, right? Rude. I know that you like don't work in a nursing home. My name's Geraldine. That's what I was saying. That my name's Geraldine too. That's my government name. Everybody calls me JJ with a J, not a G. And I'm Geraldine with a G. But us Geraldines, if your name is also, it's okay, Jen, no worries. Us Geraldines, we're gonna be in a nursing home with a bunch of Ashleys, spelled ASHLEIGHY. Some sort of weird like spelling, and we're gonna be over there like me and Gladys in the back. Yeah, we've been here for 200 years. 200. Hey, you need an EIGHY in that Trashly, sir, because respectfully, they don't spell Ashley like that anymore. You got to add some vowels, okay? Like, the way that they're spelling Ashleys these days, it's like a game of, like, Wheel of Fortune, where you, like, think that you got it, but you're missing some letters. Respectfully. Fabric traditions. Here is 1992. 1992. All right, here's your other village. I want a grandma named exactly, Ashalele, but it's Ashley. It's Ashley. All right, if you need some more for your little village. Okay, when I remember her name from when I was in elementary school, her name was Absidy, ABCDE. Absidy. I was like, did we just run out of, like, y'all, they just literally threw Scrabble letters at a wall and just whatever stuck? Like, 1 yard. No, they threw Scrabble letters at a wall. And they were like, whatever sticks to the duct tape is what we're naming you. And it was Absidy. All right, here's a yard run-in. Little village peeps. You have no way. That'd be so cute. Tanner, that would be so cute with a little, what on earth did he? Anybody that's got a weird name watching my show right now is like, I better not leave a comment right now, because if she clocks me with my name all weird, mine's boring. It's not Peckers. 1993 with some heifers. 1993, we got a quarter, not a fat quarter, just a straight up quarter. Just a straight up quarter of a yard with the heifers. Look at them. Just look at them. At least they got cute. Oh my gosh, and the little baby. I know, sad, right? 19. Oh wait, I didn't run the big one. Here is a straight up quarter of a yard. I'm gonna run it as a fat quarter. It's not a fat quarter. It's a quarter, like a whole quarter. Okay? Okay. Here we go. A quarter. If you want a quarter of heifers. No moo cows. Yeah, big one. Yeah, you got it. You got it. If you're just joining my show, welcome. I'm JJ. I am currently running quilting cottons. I normally, is that like a quarter? I am an extra pickle person, so there better be extra pickles on that quarter pounder. Yo, okay, we're long, friends. This is a pair of pants. Jen, pants, okay? Pants with the moo cow. Are you making that face for the pickles? Oh, my Lantis. Okay, the pants. Okay, can we talk about this? Sashay away. Oh, Jen, I have some black fringe. You want these and some black fringe on the side so you can shoosh shoosh? Please, please tell me. Please tell me. No! Respectfully? Bro. Okay, hold on. I'm in the weeds. There's 2 yards. There's 4 yards. 4 yards. 4 yards of it. I'm running a yard at a time. What about the pattern for the chaps? Pattern for the chap. This one for the pattern for the chaps? All right, hold on. Let me edit this. Fabric by the yard. 4 yards. 4, 7. Hold on. Choo choo doo 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 doo. All right. Hold on. I'm just adding the note here. 4 yards. I probably got to weigh it. Hold on. Let me weigh it because with the way that the whatnots has changed and all that jazz, I got to be out here looking like a drug dealer with my scale, with my dang scale. Just hold on. Wait for the. We're just gonna just throw it in the bag. Just throw it in the bag. 19 ounces. All right. Anybody else out here just feeling like a... I know, right? Everybody out here just... All right, 4 yards. All right. Bunch of drunk heifers. Hold on, I'm doing math. All right. 4 yards. I'm going to run it at 25 for all 4 yards. Not 125. Not that. Hold on. Let me make sure all my stuff's right. 1 plus 1. Based off of how they're teaching math these days, my guy, Peter Peckers, 4 yards running. Yeah, with the way that they're teaching math these days, dude, you're not wrong. Hey, So Mama, welcome in. If you're new here to my show, I know this one's for here. I want to make really cute pants. If you're new to my show, I'm forever in the weeds. If you just want to stay and hang out and just look at cool fabric that I have from this estate sale, cool. If you buy fabric, just know I don't usually do buyer's givings. You just get some free stuff. I got some new stickers in. Here's my new sticker. This usually goes with, well, it's a new colorway of an OG sticker. And then I also have these on the fabric hoarding spicy scale. I'm here because hell wasn't an option. We're just here, okay? We're just here at the top. We're at the top of the list. Oh, here's another one of the tiny villages, but I think we're at a half. We're only at a half yard or a fat quarter. I don't know. 18 by, no, we're at a half yard. I put it on my wall. Ah, so I can hang out with you while you're sewing. Here is a half a yard running, half a yard of the little tiny town with the moo cows. Okay. Oh, I already ran the heifers, right? Oh, did I run this one? Where's Unladylike? Here's for your other creepy village with the village people. Here's where I want to be in a zombie apocalypse. Out in the middle of no man's land. Fabric traditions. This is hold on, 1990 something. I'm going 1993. We got a yard. Not enough room for the Hooterites. Look. You know a creepy kid lives in this basement. Is it a rule when you drive by some cows that someone in the car has to say cows, right? Heifers. Heifers. Bunch of heifers. Look, this one's even got a Moby Dick little wind chime. Look at it. I need to buy it. Look, it even has whales. I don't know what's going on here. I don't like what in the Armageddon? Why is there an armada? Okay, sorry. I'm dissecting these fabrics because I don't understand the design. Like, what is happening here? New England? I don't know. I was thinking of like Greenland. Granted, that's in my brain because that's where my dad works. So like, here's a chicken that lost an egg. This looks like Michael Miller. Michael Miller, half a yard. Michael Miller. That chicken popped out an egg. The chicken. New England's here. Here's a half yard of the chicken with an egg. Half yard. Cole Mama. Cole Mama, if I'm talking too much, there's a mute button somewhere. There's a mute button. Sorry. Anybody popping in like is like, what the hell is happening? What in the? All right, here's some apples and melons. And, well, I got artichokes in there too. We got a whole gaggle of things. Ooh. Prestige Collection, original designs for Red. Red. Don't know who Red is. Normally I'm like, I know what's up. Look, with the gold gilding, with some melons, a cantaloupe, an artichoke. There's a basket in there too. Ooh, half a yard. Half a yard coming at ya. Half a yard there. Also, if there's anything that you're looking for, please let me know. I'm running fruits, veggies, anything on farm-esque related tonight. I also do have some scrap bags that I'll probably end up rolling through as well. These ones look like all coordinates. So there's like red, blue, green, and then like this other little kind of cheater quilt vibe with the little town. Or not town, but y'all get what I'm saying. Hey, Crafty Mart. What's up, Laura? I don't know if she just popped in and popped out, but I just saw she was in here. This is Joan Kessler. Joan Kessler with a little, this is 7/8 of a yard. 7/8, I'm going to run it at a half. And whatever's there, you just get the rest for funsies, okay? So you're getting 7/8 for a half yard price. Because why not? Here we go. There's that one with the little eggs and the chickies on like this super cute red gingham. Good grab, friend. I'm stealing the apron. Yes, absolutely. And with all the chickens. All right, blue's up. Here's the blue. Blue is up. I know my friend Jocelyn was over and she pulled some fabric because she wants to make a, this is 3/4 of a yard. Again, I'm going to run it at the half. And whatever is extra is just extra. So here's a half. Running. A half running. In the blue gingham with the little cows and chicks. Bless you, dog. Also, if you hear heavy breathing, it's not me. I mean, it could be, but it's not. It's my dog. And yes, he hangs out in my garage. He's old. Okay? He's old. And he's good company until he starts cattle dog barking. But that's neither here nor there. All right, here's this one. I think this is a whole yard. Here's a whole yard. A whole yard of the green chickies. So stinking cute. All right, 1 yard. Narwhals? Here's 1 yard running. I do have some random ocean themed ones. I'm literally, I got some random stuff. Oh, Carrie, I have some random stuff. Like this one, I don't know what category this goes in. Like, I don't know what category this goes in. Because the way that this reminds me of, what's that, in Fear and Loathing with Johnny Depp? You know, in Florida. Definitely Florida. You know what I'm talking about? There's like a movie with Johnny Depp. I can think of like the cover photo. It's like a really weird one of him in sunglasses with like a cigarette in his mouth or something like that. I think for some reason I want to say in Fear and Loathing, but that doesn't. Oh, Cole Mullen. That's what you. Yeah. So it's the right one, right? It's in Fear and Loathing with Johnny Depp, and he has like this weird, like a weird print shirt on. I could be wrong, but the way that my brain remembers the cover, yeah. Here is a yard and a half. I'll run the first yard. I watched it under duress. What do you mean? Here's 1 yard of this running. 1 yard. All right, and it's 1.5. So here's the other half running. If anybody wants a half yard of this. My mom loves this kind of stuff. Aww. All right, I'm not cutting it, so you just get that other half for funsies, unladylike, because I ain't cutting it. Here you go. I'm not cutting it. You can have it. Ooh, this one's cute. Oh, stop. This one's like a whole other, this is High Fashion Fabrics. Yeah, you're so welcome. This one is High Fashion Fabrics. I also have like a whole Noah's Ark vibe one of this. Doggo, do you want to go inside the house? Here's the print on this one. There's a lot going on in there. Do you want to go inside? There's 2 yards of this one. 2 yards of this one. Let me run the first yard. Can I help you? Do you need to escape? Escape. Here's 1 yard running. Okay, hold on. Let me let this dog go in. Let me let the dog in. So he doesn't start. What are you doing, Dingleberry? You Dingleberry? He's old. He's old, guys. He's old. All right. Here is a matching print to the one I just ran. This one is like a super sweet, like little photos, kind of. I know, this one and the other one, for sure. We're like, what's in here? Where's my selvage? This is another high fashion. Here is 1 yard. 1 yard of this one. I do have a cheater quilt show on Monday. And a lot of those, I have like the cheater quilt print and then like some of the coordinates that go with it. And some of this stuff reminds me of the cheater quilt type of vibe too. Where you can like kind of stitch in the ditch with some of it. Okay. This one, there's a lot of this one. Timeless Treasures, High Fashion Fabrics. This is a print if I ever did see one. Good grief. That's going on here. There's 2 yards of this. 2 yards of this one. This one's kind of fun. All right, here's 1 yard. That's my kind of farm. Yeah, they're all tripping. Someone ate something. Look at him. Look at him. 1 yard running. All right. I have another one that I think goes with this one. Look at this cat. Hold on, wait. Look at this stinking cat. What is going on here? Just and then this one on this side. This one's real entertaining. This is a Rainbow Critters by Hoffman. I know, right? Baked. Buddies, baked. All right, this is one. I don't know. Sorry, 2 and a brain. I think it's 2.5. Hold on, I gotta open it up because it's not salvage to salvage. 1, 2, 2 3/8. There's 2 3/8. I know. This is from that big estate that I'm doing a buyout of, and she picked some great stuff. I pulled out all of the Alexander Henry and stuff like that I've gotten thus far, and it's wild. Some of it is wild. All right, no one's down for the high cats. I also have a whole tub of cats. Yeah, I have a whole tub of cats. This one is Spring Surprise by Hoffman. This one's cute. Spring Surprise. With like the horses running in a field. This one is a yard and a half. A yard and a half. I have some of the men's. Men's what? Here's 1 yard running. 1 yard of this running. Oh, send me a picture. I want to see what you have. All right. Dogs. Anybody want some dogs? I have 2 colorways of this one. One has a teal-ish background, and the other has like a slate blue background. There is 2 yards, 2.5 yards. 2.5 yards of the dogs. Look at them. 2.5 yards of the dogs. Here is 1 yard running. 1 yard of the dogs. Oh, my bad. 1 yard of the dogs. I don't know if there's any like primarily quilt fabric buyers in here. Anybody in here primarily like you just buy quilting fabric or like quilting cotton that wants to like tap in on a question I have? Well, I know you do, but anybody outside of my normal people in here? Here's another Spring Industries. Anybody here that is not one of my normal people? And by that I mean like this is your first time buying from me. Here's 1.5 of these dogs. Cole Mama, I have a question for you if you don't mind answering for me. Here is this one. Yeah. Now, if you aren't one of my normal people who like hangs out in my shows, Cole Mama, I think that you're new to buying from me today. So I do have a question if you're willing to answer for me, if you don't mind. So if you normally buy quilting cotton, because I don't usually sell quilting cotton. Normally I sell apparel fabric, which is why I'm like, hey, Becky Joe, which is why I'm like holding it up. Do you prefer like seeing people holding the fabric, or do you prefer like on the mat and I just set it down and you're like looking down at it? What's the vibe? What do we like more for my quilting cotton people? Show it? Is that what you mean, Peter? On table, cat? Both? Yeah, I'm like trying to wear it. I'm like trying to gauge with this stuff because I'm usually like with the apparel fabric, I'm like draping it. Okay. Yeah, normally with the apparel fabric, I'm like draping it to show what it looks like. So I'm curious. I'm just curious what people are into. Fly around the room like it's I was gonna say normally we do field trips and stuff like that through my garage around here. I'll show you the fabrics that I've got. Here is 1.5. 1.5, and it looks like hunting dogs. All of this is quilting cotton. If you want to see anything else, I will gladly show you anything else. But all of this is quilting cotton. So here is the dogs running. I've got 1.5 yards of the dogs. 1.5 yards of the hunting dogs. These are fun. Okay. Here is, this isn't really like farm-ish, but I was like, where am I supposed to put this? Aw, thank you so much, Peter. I really appreciate that. Beck's Bargains, welcome. This is Around the World by Hoffman, and this looks like Capitol buildings to me. I wasn't really sure where this was gonna go, to be honest, because it's not very traditional. Um, like it's not farm-esque, but it's buildings. So it's going in the farms. If anybody wants it, this would be a good one for like, this one would be a good one for like junk journaling, in my opinion. Here's this one, 1/2 yard running. I know this one's really neat. It's got, I could tell that it's Capitol buildings or like just, I don't know, the Pantheon and stuff. Yeah. This one's very tea towel-esque looking to me. You got some sellers that just show it and haven't a clue about it. And I got fabric that, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. Oh, here is another village. This village has some Hutterites. This one's got some Hutterites for sure. Hold on, wait a minute. This is London Collection, Rose and Hubble. I don't know who Rose and Hubble are. 1 yard. Look at this. Look at this. There's little Hutterites working. Look at them. And they even got the wagon. The horse and the wagon. Oh, my bad. The horse and the wagon. Oh, and this little chicken. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I'm backwards. With the chicken? Machetes. I know. With the whole scythe. The whole scythe. All right. Here's 1 yard of these little weirdos. Like, this is little tiny town. Little tiny town working. I've been working all week and I'm tired and I just want to sleep and I just want to have fun. Time for a good time. I want to murder fabric. That's my fear when I start selling things to Jay. Yes, yes, Beth. Burn away. I got lighters upon lighters. The way my husband walked into my sewing room the other day was like, why do you have a crackhead lighter? Because it's like literally a torch. One. And I was like, to burn fabric. And he was just like, what? Why? Why? Now when I see the Amish working, I'll just look at them. Hutterites, man. Hutterites. They're Hutterites. All right, this is textiles. This one's cute with the little jam jars. This is 7/8, so I'm gonna run it at a half. 7/8. I want the murder fabric. 7/8. I'm gonna run it at a half, and you just get the rest of it for funsies. All right, half a yard. Just hootering. I love crime. Just hootering. Great grab, Lucky. This one's cute. I love the little jams and jellies. I love crime. I don't know what this one is. Blueberries. Oh, this one literally says Americana. Just in case. Just in case you needed to know, it was in Americana. I got nothing on the selvage, top or, well, got some on the bottom. Springs Industries. That's all it says. Springs Industries. This is what we got. Springs Industries. We got some blueberries, Americana, little birdhouses. There is 2.5 yards of this. That's a choice, yes, for sure. 2.5 yards. This feels like one of those dresses, like an apron dress. That you know, this feels like it would be like an OG apron dress. There's 2.5 yards of this. Okay. Oh, wait. Unladylike. You want some more? You want some more little peeps? I don't know if anybody here is doing some murdering, but it's all red. This is another Rosenhubble. Another Rosenhubble here. London Collection, Rose and Hubble. This one's real red. Look, 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 look. What? Why is everything red? What? And pain. I know that's supposed to be bread, I think, but pain. A building that just says pain. Okay. All right, we got it. We got it. We know where we're going after this. To the building that says pain. I wonder what their safe word is. There's got to be a safe word, right? All right, here is a yard. Here is a yard of this little tiny town with the red and a building that says, a sus building that says pain. So Alexo, welcome in, friend. I'm running quilting cotton. What's up, Alex? I'm running real sus quilting cotton right now. Some baskets, Kitchen Kitsch by Hoffman. Right? Right on time for the pain house. Exactly. That was the most randomest. All right, here's a yard of some Longenberger. If I quilt it. Yes, for sure. That is a Halloween quilt for sure. Some little Longenberger baskets. What did I say this was? A yard? A yard. Hoffman. Some Hoffman here. 1 yard. That's running for you. 1 yard of the baskets. Who else is on right now? I want to know. Because when I was getting on, it was like, hey, Dirt Hopper. When I was getting on earlier, it was like Stash City and Joy of Texas. And I was like, ain't no way. Like, what am I doing on the internet right now with all of these people on here slanging stuff? This one would make the cutest overalls. Look, and the texture is very Cranston. Is this Cranston? It might be a Kessler. It's Joan Kessler. Look at it. Is that a blue watermelon? This one? Looks like it. Oh, you know what you need? You know what you need? You just need a big old thing that says pansies. Just in case anybody was curious. Pansies. Bunch of them. All right, here we go. Let's get some measurements for you. We got 1, 2, 2 3/4. A big old chunk that says pansies, just in case you were curious. And there's like a little, there's like a cauliflower that says bountiful. Bountiful. 2 3/4. Look, there's a guy pushing his cabbage. 2 3/4. Here's the first yard. 1 yard running. And if you want all of it, because you're going to make some rad overalls, a lope. Great grab. See those garden jewels that guy had? All right, here's the second yard. I know, right? Some of these are real. Here's second yard running, if anybody wants a second yard. These are large, by the way. Like if I'm stepping back, like this is how big the print is. This would make a cute apron. I'm going to run this other yard just for funsies, just in case anybody's feeling inspired. Here's one other yard running for you with some pansies and things. All right. Good grab, elope. That one's cute. Deb Talk. Welcome in. Deb Talk. All right. Some more Kessler. Oh, here's one that matches that one, but it's more of an overall print. Like, look at this one. Well, like the little seed packs in there. I'm upside down. There we go. With the seeds. Big old beets. This is another Kessler. So stinky cute. 1 yard. We got 1 yard of this one. 1 yard with the flowers. There's a yard running for you. 1 yard running. With the cherries. Cute. All right. This one looks like cans of things. This is another Kessler. Yeah, so this one looks like old-timey cans of stuff. All right, here is a yard, 2.5 yards. There's 2.5 yards. Am I upside down? 2.5 yards. What's a Stag beer? There's San Antonio Coffee Co. Yeah, there's this. Oh, it's Stag Tobacco. Stag Tobacco. Yankee Boy. Stop. All right, here is a yard of this one running. A yard of this one running. This is a larger print. I know. Some of this you're like, definitely apron. Here is another. This one just says, by the Kesslers. Crafted with pride in the USA. This is a big old piece. If anybody is wanting smaller cuts, please let me know. I will run it in smaller pieces if you'd like. I'm just kind of running the bigger versions that I have. This one's got to be old. Because for it to say the Kesslers on it, All right, there is 1 yard, 2 yards. There's 2 yards of this one. This is definitely a vintage because it says the Kesslers. There's 1 yard of that one running. Unladylike. Great grab. Here's the 2nd yard. I'll pretend. Here's the 2nd yard. Never heard of them? What? Joan Kessler. There's the 2nd yard running if anybody wants that. All right. I'm telling you, Unladylike, I think that this one's relatively, yeah, this one's got to be as old as I am for sure. Because the way that it's the Texas stamped too, or woven in there, like look at this. Like, you know. Yeah, especially for like, I don't know, I have a lot of Joan Kessler, and that is, let's see. What is this? Oh, I think this is Mary Engelbright. No, it is Mary Engelbright. Mary Engelbright. Okay. Where are we at? Watermelons? Anybody? Oh, it's Wamsuda. Here's some Wamsuda. If you don't know, Wamsuda made fabric, and then they decided to like start making oh gee, right. Yes. Wamsuda like went from making fabric to like making bed sheets. So here's Wamsuda when they were making fabric. Here's a yard. They made a ton of home textiles. Yeah. And now they like, I think that they're still, I bet. Yeah, I know that they do linens and things like that. Here's 1 yard, Wamsuda. The texture feels like, if you know, the texture feels like a thinner Cranston. If that makes sense. Wamsuda. Great grab. That is a great grab. It feels like a Cranston, like she crispy. Hey Holly, welcome back. Holly, who's on right now? Tell us, what's the vibe? What's the whatnot's whatnotting about right now? Tell me who I'm missing. Tell me who I'm missing. Do you still smell? Aw, the Bed Bath & Body Works is another one. That's hilarious. All right, here is another that's by the Kesslers. It says Concord Fabrics Inc., designed by the Kesslers. This is a newer stamp, though. Here are some berries on black with little bees. Look at the little bees in there. They're like playing hide and seek, but they're there. Hey, Abby. Hey, hey, hey. All right, we got 1 yard. Sorry, that's 2. 2 yards, 3 yards. 3 yards. I got 3 yards of this one. Here's the first yard running. First yard up and running of the berries. Got a lot of this. All right. I just got a big old stack here. Here is some Cranston. Cranston with the berries. Chris and the Mom, welcome in. Chris and the Mom. Is that supposed to be like a play on words for chrysanthemum? If you didn't bounce out of here, is that a play on words for chrysanthemum? There's 1. 3 yards. I got 3 yards. This one is a Cranston. 3 yards of the Cranston with the berries. Here's 1 yard running. If you want more than a yard of anything, please let me know. I will run multiple yards if you want some. A Gussie. Oh, Gussie. I feel like I'm cussing on the whatnots. Little Gussie. With your little goosey. All right. With some lemons. Let's see if anybody's down for some lemons. Here is some limes and things. An at-home store. Is at home supposed to be like a Bed Bath and Beyond replacement? Here's 7/8. There's 7/8 of a yard of these like cut citrus. So I'm gonna run it for the half, and you just get the rest for funsies. There's a half yard running. I don't think I ever miss it. That's hilarious. All right. Here is a different lemon. This is on a black background, and it kind of has this border print to it. We got 1 yard. This one's cute. 1 yard with the border. 1 yard of the lemons and limes with a sweet little border here. It's on both sides too. Okay. Here is this yard. This looks like another Cranston. I know, these ones are cute. Here is 7/8. 7/8 of like this black background with, there's some bees in there too. Some bees, larger, a little bit of a larger print here. This is 7/8. I'm gonna run it at the half. So you get it for a half yard. And the rest of it's just added on there. Okay. This one's so stinking cute. Here is another Cranston. This one's like this super sweet, like tablecloth vibe to it. This one's 1 yard. There's 1 yard of this one. Again, this is another Cranston. 1 yard running. 1 yard of this Cranston running. It's like a super cute, like little tiny checker there. Then we got oranges on blue. Oranges on blue. I know, the little citrus one here is killing me. I think this is a fat quarter. Here is a fat quarter of the oranges on blue. This is a Hoffman. I love this colorway with the blue and the little oranges on it. All right, there's a fat quarter running. Fat quarter running. Okay. Here's lemons on blue. This is High Fashion Fabrics. I don't think I have peaches. I definitely have watermelons and apples. I'm in Washington, so the lady that I'm doing this estate sale buyout from, she loved apples. So here is a half yard. Half yard running. Half yard of these cute little lemons on navy blue. This one's so cute. This feels like a Cranston. 1994, Fabric Traditions. You got the apples and the checkers. There are smaller prints too. Let's see what we got. We're at a yard. 1 yard and 3/8 on this one. 1 yard and 3/8. Here is 1 yard running. 1 yard running of this one. This one's so cute, so I didn't mean to flip y'all off there. Unless you needed some motivation, I don't know. There's that. All right. I got these 2 different watermelons on Checkers. One's larger and then the other with a smaller. This is another High Fashion Fabrics. This one is 1 yard. I know. High Fashion Fabrics. This one is 1 yard. It's a little smaller. This is a smaller print here. 1 yard running. 1 yard. Okay. Here is the larger one. Hey, Send. How are you, friend? Have you been in here this whole time or you just popped in? Tired? I bet. It's been hotter than a mother. All right, here is half a yard of this one. Just jumped in. Cool. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Here's half a yard of this one. Half a yard running. Did you scroll through the whatnots to see who's on? My new stickers came today, like right before my show started. Literally, the mail person was dropping it off. And I was like, no, I gotta start my show. So I ran out there and got it real quick. I got 2 of these watermelons in different colors. These ones are cute. This one reminds me of Sour Patch Kids. The watermelons. I got nothing on the salvage for a maker. 7/8. I got 7/8 on this one. I know, right? With the pink. I got 7/8, so I'm going to run it out a half yard, and you just get the rest of it. Half a yard running. It is 7/8, so you just get the rest. Yes, hop on that deal, friend, because the way I'm not cutting it, like I said, round of applause to a lot of the quilting people who are like, cut it down and down and down, because I want to. All right, this is Fabric Traditions 1991 on the salvage. 1991 on the salvage. 1 yard. Me and this fabric have the same birth year. Might be older than I am. Who knows? All right, there's a yard running. 1 yard. Let me know if I should go back through this and run smaller cuts of stuff. I don't know if that's a popular thing, but I'll do it. If we want to change views and roll back through things. 1994 Fabric Traditions. This one's so cute. With the pears. Half a yard. This one is half a yard. All right, that's running now. Half a yard. The little pears. That's a great grab. I might do a little pop-up after this. I know, nice pear. So fun. I might do a little pop-up, run in and eat some dinner, and then do a pop-up of this scrap bin that I have. Let me show you guys, because I have a tote of pre-quilted stuff. So let me know if anybody wants any of these, because maybe I'll start running some of these with the scraps. Let me show you. So there's like these pre-quilted. So here's some apple ones, and then there's some like American flag ones that are already pre-quilted. So like, I think she made like book bags with them. So like there are a bunch of different prints and things like that. Some wine prints, like these ones. So maybe I'll do some of that after I go and eat some dinner at 10. No, it's only 7 o'clock here. Here's a Hoffman. This one looks like a fat quarter. Here's a fat quarter. We're just going to call it a fat quarter here. It's probably a little larger than a fat quarter run-in of this little Hoffman berries. I had pizza last night. We were out and about, like just doing some random stuff with my littles. Ooh, this one's cute. Here is an older Hoffman fat quarter with the little pink gold cherries. Definitely an older Hoffman. Look at this. It's always so interesting to see the salvage of some of these, where you just know, like, based off of how the text is in the print. That's how it is for a lot of Alexander Henry, where like it just says the Alexander Henry in a certain font. I think that's how a lot of people like denote the age of some of his work. Oh, some little cutie watermelons. Cute as a Button by Sherry. 1 yard. I know, me too. I have a lot of his older stuff. Here's 1 yard run-in, like 1990s. I don't have mermen. I have like the zombie girls. I have those are really the only like pinup ones that I have. All right, anybody in for veggies? Anybody in for the vegetables? Oh, this one's another cute one. That's kind of like on the farm. All right, here's another Hoffman. 1 yard. This one's cute with like the little. So we got 1 yard of this. If I do a pop-up, I'm going to swap my view and see how it goes. So here's 1 yard of this. All right. I'm gonna clean off my table. Hey, Jocelyn. I'm gonna clean off my table, and I'm gonna come back in a little bit. I'm gonna go have some dinner real quick, and then I'm gonna change my setup so I can do scrap bags. If anybody wants to come hang out in about 30 minutes, I'm gonna just start a whole new show. Thanks so much. I'm glad you came and hung out for a little bit and snagged some fabric. I'm gonna do another run. I'm done with this stuff, but I gotta go in because your girl's getting hangry. So I'm gonna go inside for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back and do. I got a ton of scrap bags and those quilted things. So if you want to just come hang out, let's find somebody to raid for a minute. Who's on? Who are we raiding? What do we think? Let's see. Deb Jam Sewing Supplies. Bubba's Finds. I like his stuff. Bubba's Finds. All right, we're going.